Are you brave enough? Have you ever felt a shiver down your spine when you're home alone, heard a whisper of your name when no one's around? The internet is full of these stories whispered in the dead of night, stories that make us question what lurks beyond our sight. Prepare to be horrified. Tonight we delve into the darkest corners of the web to bring you a collection of the most chilling, most unsettling, most downright terrifying tales ever shared. These aren't just stories, they're glimpses into the unknown, windows into a world we can barely comprehend. Let the nightmare begin. So turn off the lights, grab a blanket and hold on tight. But be warned, once you fall into the abyss of these stories, you might never look at the world the same way again. Imagine, if you will, a child's plaything, but not one that brings joy. This is a porcelain doll, its painted smile cracked, one eye gazing blankly into eternity, the other missing. It was found abandoned in an antique shop, its previous owner unknown, but whoever they were, they left behind a chilling warning. She likes to move. At first, it seemed like an elaborate prank. The new owner, a bright-eyed blogger eager for a spooky story, would wake to find the doll in a different position each day. A slight turn of the head, a shift in the stiff limbs. But then things escalated. Objects began to move around the house. Whispers were heard in the dead of night, always followed by the soft, unsettling scrape of porcelain on wood. Objects began to move. The blogger, once skeptical, is now a prisoner in their own home. The doll, now an entity of palpable dread, seems to feed off their fear, growing stronger with every terrified shriek, every desperate plea for it to stop. The desolate highway stretched on, a ribbon of asphalt under a moonless sky. A lone car sped through the darkness, its driver weary, his eyes heavy with fatigue. That's when he saw her, a solitary figure by the roadside, her thumb outstretched, her face obscured by the shadows of a wide-brimmed hat. A figure by the roadside. He pulled over, compelled by a mixture of compassion and morbid curiosity. She got into the car, her silence as unnerving as her ethereal beauty. She asked to be taken to a nearby town, her voice a mere whisper, cold as the night air. But as they approached the town's outskirts, she vanished. No car door slamming, no rustle of clothing, just gone. She vanished. The driver, shaken to his core, raced into town, desperate for an explanation. He found solace, or perhaps further terror, in a local diner. The waitress, her eyes wide with a lifetime of stories untold, simply nodded. "The vanishing hitchhiker," she whispered. "She's been seen for centuries, a harbinger of misfortune, a phantom of the road." Chapter 3. The Black-Eyed Children. Imagine answering a knock at your door, your heart filled with the warmth of home. But when you open the door, your blood runs cold. Standing before you are two children, their faces pale, their clothes strangely dated. They ask to come in, their voices flat, devoid of emotion, and then you see them, their eyes, pools of absolute blackness, staring deep into your soul. These are the black-eyed children, creatures of nightmare whispered about in hushed tones. No one knows where they come from or what they want. Some believe they are lost souls, others demonic entities in disguise. But one thing is certain, to let them in is to invite unimaginable terror into your life. There are countless stories, chilling accounts of close encounters. A single mother, home alone with her newborn, hears a knock on the door. She sees the children, feels their icy stares pierce her very being. She slams the door shut, spends the night huddled in fear, the children's pleas echoing in her ears until dawn breaks. Chapter 4. The Shadow People. Have you ever felt a presence in the room? A fleeting glimpse of something moving in the corner of your eye? That unsettling feeling that you're not alone, even when logic tells you otherwise. These are the hallmarks of the shadow people, enigmatic entities that lurk in the periphery of our vision. Some dismiss them as tricks of the light or figments of our imagination, but others believe they are something far more sinister. Are they interdimensional beings passing through our reality, or remnants of something we've repressed, anxieties given form? One chilling account describes a young woman alone in her apartment. She catches a glimpse of a dark figure darting across the hallway, its form undefined, its intentions unknown. Night after night the sightings increase, the fear growing within her. She tries to rationalize it, but deep down, she knows something is terribly wrong. Chapter 5. The Cursed Video. Deep within the hidden recesses of the internet there lies a legend, whispered among those who dare to venture into the digital abyss. It's a video, they say, a string of ones and zeros imbued with a malevolent force. No one knows who created it or what it contains, but the rumors are enough to chill you to the bone. Those who claim to have seen it describe a series of disturbing images, a cacophony of sounds that drive you to the brink of madness. But the true curse, they whisper, lies not in the watching but in the sharing. To pass on the link, to spread the digital disease, is to invite a terrible fate upon yourself. One story tells of a group of friends, their curiosity piqued by the online whispers. They find the video, their laughter turning to horror as the images flash before their eyes. Days later, tragedy strikes. One by one they succumb to freak accidents, their deaths mirroring the horrors they witnessed on the screen. The internet, a vast and infinite web connecting us all. But it's in the darkest corners, the spaces between the lines of code, where true fear resides. These stories, whether real or imagined, tap into something primal within us, a fear of the unknown, a reminder that we are but visitors in a world we may never fully understand. So the next time you're scrolling through your feed, remember that there's more to the internet than meets the eye. Behind the memes and the cat videos, there are shadows lurking, waiting to be unearthed. And as you turn off your screens tonight and the darkness closes in, remember the tales we've shared. Listen closely, and you might just hear the whispers of the internet's darkest secrets, creeping in from the edges of your reality.